In this video, I'm gonna cover 3 misconceptions about eating food. Hey, what's up everybody? Martin from 30 Day Challenges, channel aimed at helping you be aware of how your body works. These 3 myths kind of go against what you would normally assume. I was lucky enough to mythalize them by just experimenting, and I kind of got curious why my body was working this way, so I kind of did some research. So the original video was how I have started doing these little mini fasts where I only eat breakfast, lunch and dinner, so I don't have snacks. So I started doing this because I noticed that when I used to kind of bring little snacks with me all the time to uni, and I would eat them and then be always hungry. So I'd bring like a pack of mixed nuts with some fruits, and I'd have some after breakfast and after lunch. And even though I was always eating, I was always hungry. So it was kind of getting annoying that I'm in this constant like state of hunger. So I was like, what's going on? The way I justified it was I'm working out, so maybe my body needs it to recover, but I wasn't actually making any huge gains either. So that's the context. Myth number 1 is that eating a little bit of food is going to fill you up. You know, when you're hungry as a little kid and you're kind of complaining, your parents are going to be like, oh, have a little snack, have a packet of crisps, have some biscuits, whatever. What that is actually doing is actually making you more hungry, because eating sharpens the appetite. Case in point, look at appetizers. You get given a little snack to get you ready to eat the main meal. But when people decide to lose weight, the first thing they think of is, I'm going to go on a diet, I'm going to eat less. Trying to lose weight by restricting your calories alone leads to relapses. In order to explain that, I need to explain about this hormone called ghrelin. Ghrelin is the hunger hormone, and basically the more ghrelin you have in your body, the hungrier you are. In a study linked in the comments, 34 patients who managed to willpower themselves to restrict their calories for a whole year all relapsed. This is because below the surface, your hunger hormone is going blitz trying to get you to eat. So to turn down hunger, you got to turn down ghrelin. Well, how do we do that? Well, firstly, I will explain, but firstly, I have to give you myth number 2. Myth number 2 is that we get more hungry over time. So you would assume that, okay, it's 1 p.m., I'm gonna skip lunch, and by the time I get to 9 p.m., I'm gonna be starving. So actually that's not true. In 2005, Natalucci et al. Studied 6 patients, and they were undergoing a 33-hour fast. You can tell I'm reading from a script. They were undergoing a 33-hour fast, and the ghrelin levels were measured every 20 minutes. I don't know what I'm doing on my arm. I hope this is enhancing my point. What's interesting is what the results show. Actually, ghrelin levels had a spontaneous increase and decrease that coincided with normal breakfast, lunch, and dinner times. Near 9 a.m., near 12 lunchtime, near 8 p.m. at dinner, you can see they went up and down. But what is interesting is that the people weren't eating, they were fasting, yet their body still maintained these secretions of ghrelin, thus making you more hungry. So it appears that ghrelin is released depending on our habits of when we usually eat. Now you're getting it? What if you snacked all the time like I did? You'll be always hungry. So stop snacking, and then your ghrelin will no longer be secreted at those times during the day. What is counterintuitive is that by eating less regularly, we are less hungry. And this could be seen in the results, as ghrelin actually decreased as the fast progressed. It's really nice, but what about us muscleheads, you know? We are told that we gotta eat all the time to get big. We pride ourselves on our appetite and how we can eat a whole cow after a workout. And in part this is because our metabolism is higher, but at the same, and the other part, I believe it's because we think we need it. Beautiful. I didn't just spend 2 hours in the gym not to get the most out of my gains, so I'm gonna eat a whole truck full of food to get the most out of it. Obviously, I can't eat a truck in one sitting, so I'm gonna just eat all the time throughout the day. And now is a good time to introduce human growth hormone. Human growth hormone, that sounds really good. Well, human growth hormone is responsible for growth of essentially all tissues in the body. It stimulates protein synthesis and it burns fat cells. That increases fat breakdown. Sounds good, right? This is exactly what you need. How do I get more of this? Well, human growth hormone is secreted when you sleep and during physiological stresses, so when you're working out. But it actually decreases in response to food ingestion. So a study tracking the HGH levels of a patient over a 40-day religious fast showed that his HGH levels increased by 1,250% over the course of his fast. My mate Lou lost a lot of weight through intermittent fasting and only exercised around 20 minutes a day. Here is before and after. I will also know that he doesn't actually get seriously hungry between meals, unlike me when I used to snack. There's so much more to talk about when it comes to food. Are you eating too fast? It takes 20 minutes for the food to actually reach the stomach and for you to feel satiated. Another thing is, are you drinking enough water? Sometimes when you're hungry, you're actually just thirsty. I was trying to drink 3 liters of water a day, and I've got to say that I was consistently not hungry between meals. So maybe give that a go. I should mention that all 3 studies had a really small sample size, but I hope I've kind of given you something to think about, maybe expanded your perception about eating a little bit, and that you learned something. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.